Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast. Today, it's Car Review Tuesday, our twice-weekly review of what's inside our new car showroom. Mr. Morris had a chance to drive the Dodge Challenger Hellcat Redeye Go.
Yeah, to be specific, the SRT Hellcat Redeye wide body. We had the wide body kit on this thing.
Okay, what does that mean?
And it means it's a little bit wider. It's got some fender flares on it.
Oh, fender.
About 4 inches wider.
Fender
across.
extensions.
It's for the fatter tires.
Fatter tires. I mean, it's a monster meat back there.
So what do they do? Do they cut the wheel openings back there?
No, I think they just bolt fender flares on top of the standard
on top of the
fenders.
existing one, and then they use the wheels. They got the wheels are 11 inches wide, so they use the offset on them to tuck them up underneath, but they keep it up underneath the body on the front and the back.
All right.
And what we're really talking about is we're talking about the Dodge Challenger. It's probably, to me, it's one of the most successful retro-type muscle cars that they brought back from the early era. The Ford Mustang is real successful, but they've really changed it a whole lot to where a lot of people don't think it looks like a Mustang so much. The Challenger is bigger, but it has the same basic body lines that it's always had since back in the 70s. It's a two-door hardtop, sports coupe, pony car, muscle car, whatever you want to call it. And this now is available in 14 colors. So for this year, they made some minor changes basically in the trim and the badges. But to compare size-wise with the other muscle cars, it's 9 inches longer than a Mustang or Camaro, so that gives you an idea how much bigger it is, and that's what allows the extra room on the interior so that you can get adults into the back seat. Now, on the exterior, you're going to find that it's got that long hood up front, a short deck in the back. Of course, with the wide body, we've got the flared fenders that adds about 3.5 inches in width of the body. And it's got the functional dual hood scoops this year. Now, this is going to be a reminder to anybody that's seen a 70 Dodge Dart or the 71 Demon. And what this does, it increases the airflow to the engine by 18%. We had the Redeye badging, high-intensity headlamps, all that good stuff. 20 by 11-inch wide wheels all the way around.
Oh, my gosh.
Some serious meat on this back of this vehicle. So it's some classic muscle car styling. And we're not even going to bother with the basic engine. So this vehicle had the optional Laguna leather seating surfaces, and it had the Hellcat logo embroidered in it. They're heated and ventilated up in the front. We had the 8.4-inch Uconnect monitor that sits right there in the middle of it. That's where you're going to find all your performance pages for your track settings, your line lock, your launch system. Everything is all right.
Did you use all of that?
I used as much of it as I possibly could.
Did you let the smoke out of the tires?
I didn't. We also had the optional 220
Subject
mile per hour
change.
speedometer, which I thought was interesting. The factory is 200 miles per hour, but this car will do 203, so they had to bump it up to a 220 mile an hour speedometer. We had a 6-speaker audio system if you want to listen to it besides the engine, and it does have a rear seat that works. You can put adults back there. So up under the hood, this is where it gets serious. 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi. 797 horsepower, the most powerful factory engine that you can get nowadays.
That's mind-boggling.
707 pound-feet of torque.
With a warranty.
With a warranty. An 8-speed automatic. You cannot get a manual gearbox in the Redeye version. You can still get it in the Hellcat, but you cannot get it in the 797 horse Redeye version. I don't know what you would do with it. You'd never get the power to the ground. Now, according to Dodge, this is a 10.8 quarter-mile ET car from the factory, 203 miles per hour top speed. It will literally drink 1.43 gallons per minute at full throttle. 11 minutes to empty the gas tank at full throttle.
You ought to see that fuel line. It's about 4 inches in diameter.
It looks like a fire hose there. So I will say that driving it around, it is a muscle car, so it's got somewhat of a firm ride on it. You put it in the track mode and you really firm things up and you end up being a bobblehead. But if you're just driving around town, and it's very manageable around town, just the track settings are where you really do it. Comparing it, I don't compare it to anything. The Mustang GT, the Camaro SS, sorry. The base Challenger, I will tell you, the SXT at 305 horsepower is $28,095. Now, stepping into the Hellcat category, the base Hellcat is $59,245. Now, there are some options. The SRT Hellcat wide body option that adds the tires, the wheels, the body options, the hood scoops, a lot of features that go onto this thing is $17,000 for
Oh,
the
my
option.
gosh, you've got to be kidding.
I was shocked.
No, wait a minute. So that's on top of the Redeye.
No,
it's on top.
No, yes, the wide body kit is on top of the Redeye.
the Redeye.
So you got the
Oh, my
SRT Hellcat, then you got the Redeye.
What, $17,000? And what do you get for that?
Well, that's going to be the wide body option. That's going to be all the tires, the wheels, the fender flares, the snorkel hoods. I mean, there's a lot of things that come into that.
Oh, okay.
The
So it's not
suspension,
just the tires and wheels.
right, line locks, and I mean, there's a lot of things that come into this, and that includes the $1,700 gas guzzler tax on top of that. So,
But that's with all Hellcats.
yes, it just comes with it. That's just standard.
Yeah,
Not
it's,
even an option.
$1,700.
So I will say that considering it literally is the
Top of the line.
top of the line
Race car.
fully loaded race car from the factory that you can drive around town. Literally, you can.
Did Becky go for a ride with you?
No.
That explains it all. And the on-ramp acceleration test?
Oh God. That was so awesome.
It was sideways.
It's so
That's
awesome.
what that was.
Now I will say
Was it drifting?
it never because I guess because of the suspension and stuff. No matter what I happened to do to it, I never felt that it never got sideways.
It's
really
because
didn't.
it's called traction control.
Well, that's
and
part
you
of
wouldn't
it.
want
Launch
to turn
control
that
and-
off.
No.
Yeah,
That would get
a
silly.
skilled person could turn it off, but unskilled people
Yeah, somebody that's just got it for a week, don't even think about it.
Right.
So our MSRP as tested, and I think this is a bargain personally, considering how much it would cost.
almost
to build
800
something.
horsepower.
Yes, $87,805 tax, title, and license.
Actually,
right.
not bad.
Well, considering you got a sub 11-second car that you can drive, it's rated for 13 in the city and 22 on the highway, and I could get 21.
But you could
on the
drain the
highway.
fuel tank in 11 minutes. You were just
You
bragging
really were
about.
trying to.
My God.
It was just awesome.
Well,
That's all I
thank you
can
for
say.
that entertaining car review, because it was. I have conjuring up all sorts of things in my mind, especially over there in the Golden Triangle area. You know, we look out over the horizon, kind of like the Roadrunner and the Coyote. All we could see is off on the horizon this smoke cloud as it goes across your screen.
And Buford T. Justice behind him going, I won't say what Buford said.
We all know what Buford said.
All I can say is that is one awesome vehicle. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Well, you know, I've been offered a chance to drive it myself, and you've goaded me into this.
You know, the problem is you live in Houston.
Well, I run the Beltway, you know, every day to work.
That's
I'm not
Houston's Autobahn.
The Houston
Pretty much.
Autobahn.
It is.
I know.
I mean, I know, because you've been busted a couple of times by, you know, there's a BG van that passed me doing 90 miles an hour. When they called the factory and complained about you.
They call the number on the back of my van.
Well, well, hello. There's a good reason not to go that fast.
Don't put that number on the back of the SRT Hellcat when you drive it, whatever you do.
How fun. What a great idea. Do that. We'll just go down there and get some of those stick-on letters.
Yeah.
Call this number.
And put my phone number on the back of the
yeah.
How am I driving? Here's the phone number
I'm in.
for Conrad's phone.
Great.
I love it. Thank you, Conrad.
You're welcome.
Anytime.
Anything to amuse you, Don.
Appreciate it. Hey, thanks for checking us out. In Wheel Time is streamed on Facebook and YouTube and is broadcast every Saturday in Houston on ESPN 97.5 FM.